Be bitter, stay angry, and blame everyone. We have a saying in Guns N' Roses, when somebody's gonna get yelled at, they're gonna get the corn. I'm not God, but if I were God, of you would be girls and the rest would be pizza and beer. I write the vocals last because I wanted to invent the music first and push the music to the level that I had to compete against it. At times I enjoy writing, and at other times I just hate it because it's definitely having to go back and experience some pain and express what you really feel. Fear is where there is no love. Love is where there is no fear. I personally don't do any hard drugs because they get in the way of me getting to my base issues, and I'd rather get rid of the excess baggage than find a way to shove it deeper in the closet. Life sucks, but in a beautiful kind of way. Many times drugs and alcohol, here's a technical term that they're called emotional suppressants, are the only things that can help a person survive and get through and be able to deal with their pain. We are made up of two contrasting ideals, love and fear. Pick one and live. Freddie Mercury and Elton John are like two of the biggest influences in my whole life, and probably always will be. If love is blind, I guess I'll buy myself a cane. I'd just like to say that I have an arsenal disgust for small dogs like poodles. I have some serious physical problems with them. Everything about them means I must kill them. I must. We take it for granted we know the whole story. We judge a book by its cover and read what we want between selected lines. Rock and roll was a bad and evil thing. I'll remember once I was singing a Barry Manilow song, Mandy, in the back seat of the car. It came on the radio and I kind of sang with it, and I got smacked in the mouth because that song was evil. November Rain is a song about not wanting to be in a state of having to deal with unrequited love. People can do whatever they want to, but I'm more pro-hetero. I'm not knocking it. I have friends that are gay. It's just that it's not my cup of tea. Hell, guess that's all. People can do what they want. I'm late to everything. I've always wanted to have it written in my will that when I die, the coffin shows up a half hour late and says on the side, like in gold, "Sorry I'm late. I'm glad to be here in Israel again. I guess I like who I am now. I'd just like to have a little more internal peace. I'm sure everybody would. Sometimes your friends are your lovers, or have been at one time. If I hadn't had Freddie Mercury's lyrics to hold on to as a kid, I don't know where I would be. It taught me about all forms of music. It would open my mind. I never really had a bigger teacher in my whole life. When I was a kid, I was told rock and roll wasn't music. It wasn't art. Queen was my proof, my evidence that these people were wrong, and they meant everything to me. In general, I usually don't really go by or live my life by a clock, and outside of touring, I don't really ask anyone else to. It's not out of lack of respect for anyone or intentional. I like to be real private. You don't always want everyone around you, even when they like you. I sing in 5 or 6 different voices that are all part of me. It's not contrived. I think the pressure has also helped me want to rise above that pressure, and it has helped in accelerating the healing process. It's helped give me a drive. I have a definite survival drive, and the pressure gave me a drive to get on top of it. I could beat my mic stand into the stage, but I was still in pain. Maybe fans liked it, but sometimes people forget you're a person, and they're more into the entertainment value. It's taken a long time to turn that around and give a strong show without it being a kamikaze show. What's so civil about war anyway? I like 9-inch nails, and I like hip-hop. Let sleeping dogs lie, or lying dogs sleep, or whatever. Time to move on. People get divorced. Life doesn't owe you your own personal happy ending, especially at another's, or in this case, several others' expense. I try to be respectful about getting an honor or recognition, but I don't really know what the Rock Hall actually is. In my experience with the people who run it, I don't see it having to do with anything other than them making money. I don't even know my own phone number. There was a much more self-destructive nature and appetite. It was a going for it at all cost thing that worked then. I discovered I scream the same way whether I'm about to be devoured by a great white shark or if a piece of seaweed touches my foot. I go to movies, go out with friends, go to car shows. I have a zoo. Sometimes I would want to sink, and then wow, I was thinking I'd go, wait a minute, this isn't what I want to do, and I would calm down while I was sinking and then start rising back to the surface again. I like feeling a sense of unity with the crowd, even though everybody might be thinking something different. It's really hard to maintain a one-on-one relationship if the other person is not going to allow me to be with other people. Regarding social media, I really don't understand what appears to be the general population's lack of concern over privacy issues in publicizing their entire lives on the internet for others to see to such an extent. But hey, it's them, not me. So whatever. I feel I have a responsibility to myself, a responsibility to explain where we're coming from, because a song or the performance of a song is a lot like a work of art.